Welcome, everybody. John Zager. JohnZager.com. How is everyone today? Good? All right. It's a cooler day here on the eastern slope. We have clouds. Yay. And we have some sun that just popped out. Boo. It's been really hot here for the past week. And the clouds came up, and we're just happy to have some clouds. Although, as I'm starting this podcast, I'm driving, of course, and I'm looking to the west, and the clouds are gone, and blue sky is coming in. They say, so I hear, it's supposed to be a little moisture tomorrow. I hope that turns out to be good. I'm looking to the east now, and I see the dark clouds heading off onto the plains. So, good podcast today. I am driving. I am not going to use my blinker. Makes too much noise, you guys. And I'm going to run out and take a look towards the house where I normally go, out to the lake, and hopefully be able to give you guys a really great podcast. I noticed this morning real early when I was looking at stats, nobody read I put out a really good blog and I put out a really good podcast the last couple, 2-3 days, and none of them got viewed. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. These are good, you guys. These are good. So anyway, here we go. How to heal. How it works. Right? Here's the answer. If you, I'll use 2 examples, and only 2. The first one's going to be if you have a disease. Doesn't matter what the disease is. You have this disease that you brought on yourself. Because we all know they're not genetic. Our diseases are not genetic from our families or bloodline or all that kind of stuff. I'm not going there today. Everybody knows that already. So, you have this disease, whatever it happens to be. And what do you do with your disease? You spend all of your time consumed and obsessing about your disease, being sick, your diagnosis, your trauma, your illness, your sickness. You spend all of your time consumed with that. How am I going to get over it? What treatment should I get? Is the doctor giving me good advice? Everything's about being sick. Here's the simple answer. You need to be able to visualize. Get a picture in your head of what you look like well and without your disease. Make sense? So you have 2 choices. One, you can obsess about being sick. In psychology 30 years ago, we used to say you would get secondary gains from that. You would have people console you. You poor person. You're sick and dying. You know, that sort of thing. And it doesn't work. All you get, if you follow the law of attraction, is more of the same. More sickness, more ill health, more disease, more pain and suffering, right? So the opposite is true. If you visualize, for instance, yourself being well, you don't have whatever disease you have. That disease doesn't even enter your mind. Your day is not consumed with thoughts and emotions of your disease. Doesn't even enter your mind. You go about your day's business without any thought of being sick. You need to get yourself to a point to where the energy, the vibration, the frequency is about being well. Understand what I'm saying there? That's where the energy needs to go. You eventually get to a point to where you no longer care if you have that disease or not. In a sense, you just surrendered, right? Oops, almost turned it on. You, in a sense, just surrendered. Doesn't matter if I have it anymore. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm healthy. I'll get by. I'll get along. I'll get through it. I'm healthy, happy, and fine. Now, please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. The power of positive thinking is going to cure you. That doesn't work. But being able to visualize yourself as already well, already healed, already without the disease. That's the healing part. That's where the chemistry kicks in. That's where the biology kicks in. That's where the down-regulating diseased genes kick in. That's where you no longer have the diseased genes in your body. The time period it takes is different for different people. For some people, it can be an instantaneous surrender and visualizing yourself without the disease. And the chemistry can just happen. And what do they call that? Where people just magically heal themselves. Right? For other people, it's not as fast, and it's a longer process. And you have to keep working at it and staying with it and not getting tired and not getting frustrated and not getting angry and not slipping back into your old personality and wanting to obsess about your disease. For those people, it takes longer. For the other people where it happens more instantaneously, it's the spontaneous remission type of thing. There's testimonials online everywhere. Specifically, I mean, you can go to Dr. Joe and his website online and listen to testimonial after testimonial about people no longer having their disease, no longer being sick, no longer being terminal, no longer dying, people kicked out of hospice, cancer's gone, whatever you have is gone. You can go listen to testimonials. And you know what they are? They're inspiration for people. Who was the guy who ran the first 4-minute mile? Was that Beatty? Jim Beatty? I don't remember. I'm not a runner. But after the first guy did it, everybody else started doing it. And after the first person with stage 4 cancer cured themselves, other people with stage 4 cancer said, I can do that too. And they did. There's people that have been paralyzed partially or in full. And one of the treatments in neuroscience is for those people to not think about, and this is really difficult to do, because you could imagine the amount of anger and rage that are inside these people. And they're instructed to visualize themselves not paralyzed, and to see themselves well and whole. If they can get there in their head, in their mind, in their thinking, in their neurons, they can change and alter the chemistry and the biology and downregulate those genes. And it's a miracle. it's it's an instruction that is given to people with disease. And it's difficult to do for a couple reasons. One is that it's hard. That's too hard to do. I'm too angry to do that. Or two, it takes up too much time. Because people have put their energy into being angry and hurt. You can use this, obviously, neuroscience uses it for physical diseases that happen to people. And it works a lot of the time. And that's why you need to go to the testimonials. It doesn't work every time, and it's not a guarantee, and it's nothing of that nature. What it is are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to do the work? You can use other things, emotional, mental health type illnesses, life style tragedies. The common one is, people in lack that have lived their life in lack. For the reasons we talked about over this past week in detail. Nobody listened to any of those. I don't know why. I guess they didn't have time, or it was too difficult to listen to. But the person, you can substitute any disease you want, any negative lifestyle you want, any mental health issues you want to put in there. But you have to be willing to, and I use this word probably too loosely, but you need to visualize, you need to see yourself already healed. That's the gratitude, right? You need to feel the emotion of you're already healed. That's when the magic happens. That's when the healing occurs. Give it a try, you guys. Give it a try. It's the formula. It works if you want to do it. God bless everybody. Take care of one another, and I look forward to talking to y'all again real soon. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.